What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Retro Series, the Bombastic Bagman. And so here we have the Bombastic Bagman pose and out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Bagman does come with 2 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of fists and a pair of wall-crawling hands. His final accessory is a kick me sign that does peg onto his back, which I really do like. Other than that, Bagman doesn't come with anything else, so with that out of the way, let's have a closer look at the Bombastic Bagman. And so here we have a closer look at the Bombastic Bagman, and I have to say Hasbro's done a really good job with this head sculpt. For those of you who don't know, this is Spider-Man wearing a Fantastic Four outfit and a paper bag over his head. Why? He forgot to bring his costume, which I think that's a very funny thing. You would figure the Fantastic Four being a room full of geniuses along with Peter Parker, they'd be able to make him a mask, but yeah, he is just wearing a paper bag over his head, which I do like, with the eyes cut out and you can see his eyes through the eye holes. It is a really funny head sculpt and I do like it. It looks like a paper bag going over somebody's head and it's just done very nice. You can even see the folds on it where it folds in on itself, the flaps at the top. So yeah, interesting looking head sculpt and I do like it. Moving on to the rest of the figure, there's really nothing new to talk about. This is essentially the Reed Richards body that we saw with the Walgreens Fantastic Four series, and then the Fantastic Four series after that. Reed Richards has used the same body, and I'm actually surprised it took Hasbro this long to use the Reed Richards body on a Spider-Man figure. Technically not a Spider-Man, but it's still Peter Parker. I do like the Fantastic Four logo right here. It's done very well, and I do like the blue that they went with. It's a very nice solid blue. He does have the blue and black costume, which is accurate to the Bombastic Bagman. And I do like the paintwork. It is shiny here on the black. Shiny here. It could be a little bit shinier on the gloves. There's some areas where it's shiny and then areas where it's not. So yeah, consistency is a little bit of an issue. Now he doesn't have any whip hands because Peter Parker didn't have his web shooters at the time. As you guys know, 616 Peter Parker doesn't have organic webs, so yeah, he doesn't have the whip hand, so he did not have the ability to swing, but he does still maintain his wall crawling abilities. And then on the back we do have the kick me sign, which is very nice. I do like it. As you guys can see, it does peg onto his back, but they did a really good job making it look like it tapes to the upper part of his back, and you can have it sway side to side. Just be aware that you might knock it out of position. I'm just going to keep it on because it's very funny. We can just assume Deadpool put it on him. But yeah, really do like this body for a Spider-Man, and again, it's boggles my mind why it took this long to give it to Spider-Man. It's something that we've been asking for. It's a really nice slender build, but it's not too slender. And one thing that I did notice is that he has the exact same gimmick where you can pull the arms out and swap them for the extendable arms. I don't know why that's a carryover. I'm surprised they didn't fix that with this figure, but yeah, for those of you who want a stretchy arm Bagman, you can do that. Then we go on to his feet, where you can see he's not wearing any boots. He's essentially just wearing the tights that go underneath his feet, which if you guys wear tights, this is pretty much how it's going to be. It goes under your foot just to keep it from riding up. So he's pretty much running around barefoot right here, and it's just very hilarious. I do like it. They did a really good job capturing the look of it, and surprisingly he doesn't have the duck feet that we saw with Mr. Fantastic. So overall, Bagman here is a pretty funny character. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Bombastic Bagman posed and compare to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have the Bombastic Bagman posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have the Bombastic Bagman posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the Bombastic Bagman posed next to a Lightning Collection White Range in the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for one final comparison, here we have the Bombastic Bagman posed next to the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man and the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's have a look at Bagman's articulation. Now he does have a ball hinge here at the head, which does allow him some slight up and down movement. With the hinge, he looks up to about that far, looks down about that far. Being the bag over his head, it does limit his articulation slightly, but he does turn his head left and right, no problem. Arms do swing out to the side all the way horizontal. They go all the way around. We do have a bicep swivel, which works fine. Double bend here in the elbow, a little bit stiff on mine, but it does end up moving after a while. Does have a hinge in the wrist, which does go up and down, or in and out. Unfortunately, no up and down. He does have a hinge here in the ab, which only leans back to about right there, leans forward to about right there, so it has some good front lean, which I'm perfectly okay with. We have a swivel here at the waist. Legs do kick forward to about right there before they start going out at an angle. Going back to about right there, out to the side. Sad for a Spider-Man, unfortunately. He does have a thigh swivel up high. We have a double bend here at the knee going very far back. You can see it's even going past his back. It's almost kicking him right in the side. That's really funny. No boot swivel, but we do have a hinge in the ankle going back and forward. And then of course forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So other than that, Bagman doesn't have any other pieces of articulation, being a reissue of the Reed Richards body. It would be nice if he had some butterfly joints, but overall I do like the way it came out. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Bagman posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Marvel Legends Bombastic Bagman pose for my final thoughts. And overall, this figure is a long time coming for Spider-Man fans. I'm honestly surprised it took them this long to give us a Bombastic Bagman. I really do like the way the figure came out. I do like the fact that they use a Reed Richards body, which is kind of an in-between the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man and the Retro Spider-Man. Those two bodies are very good for Spider-Man. This one's also really good for Spider-Man. It boggles my mind why we never got a Spider-Man on this body build. It's surprising that it's such an easy thing to do. Hasbro just never gave it to us, but we finally have Bagman here in our collection, which I honestly do like this figure. Don't get me wrong. It's another Spider-Man on your shelf, but it's a Spider-Man that everybody enjoys, and people will look at it and go, hey, who's that? Why is he wearing a paper bag over his head? I know when my brother saw this figure, he had no idea what was the story behind it, and it makes for a really good display piece. He goes well with the Fantastic Four, Deadpool, or any other comedic characters, just because it's such a fun figure to have. I really do enjoy it. Now, the one downside to Bagman here is that he is a Target exclusive, which unfortunately, that's not so bombastic. I would have liked to see this as a general release or even a fan channel release. That's probably ideal, what they should have done. Making him a Target exclusive makes him a little bit harder to track down, and I do believe he was about $25, which, yeah, Hasbro is pricing this out of the game, guys. I'm not gonna lie, even though I really do like this figure, I don't think the amount of accessories and reuse here is worth the $25, but if you can get him on sale, I really think he's a really fun figure to have. Or if you're a die-hard Spider-Man, this is a must-have for any Spider-Man fan. So if you are looking for a Bombastic Bagman, you will have to get him off Target. I did get mine off Target.com, which thankfully he did arrive no problem. I'm just really happy to have him in my collection. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, you're going to want to have this version of him in your collection too. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other Marvel Legend videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified anytime I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.